These are the homework solutions to the homework found in the previous lesson. Number 1, we have 86 minus 68. So we start in the ones. 6 minus 8. 8 is too much, so I need to borrow from the next place value. So I take away one of those, and it becomes 10 of the previous one. So we have 16 minus 8, which is 8. 7 minus 6 is 1. Number 2, 93 minus 13. So we have 3 minus 3 is 0. 9 minus 1 is 8. So the result is 80. Number 3, 26 minus 19. So we look at the ones. 6 minus 9. 9 is too much, so we need to borrow from the next place value. So if we borrow 1 from here, we add 10 to the next place value. So we now have 16 minus 9 for 7. 1 minus 1 is 0, but we don't put a 0 out in front. So the result is 7. Number 4, 54 minus 28. So we start in the ones. 4 minus 8. 8 is too much, so I need to borrow. So I'm going to take one of these, and it will become 10 of the previous place value. So I now have 14, and I can subtract 8, which is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. So the result is 26. Number 5, 87 minus 49. So we look at 7 minus 9. 9 is bigger, so we need to borrow from the next place value. One of these becomes 10 of the previous place value. So we have 17 minus 9 is 8. 7 minus 4 is 3. So the result is 38. Number 6, 94 minus 25. So we start with the ones. 4 minus 5. We notice that 5 is too big, so we need to borrow one of these and add 10 to the previous place value. So we now have 14 minus 5. That gives us 9. 8 minus 2 is 6. So the result is 69. Number 7, 590 minus 378. So we start with the ones. 0 minus 8. Can't do it. 8 is too big. So I need to go to the next place value and borrow one. So this 9 becomes 8, and I add 10 to the previous place value. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 7 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. So the result is 212. Number 8, 616 minus 497. 6 minus 7. 7 is too big, so I need to borrow one from the next place value and add 10 to the previous. So we now have 16 minus 7, which is 9. 0 minus 9. Can't do it, so I need to borrow. So I borrow one from here, add 10 to this place value. 10 minus 9 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the result is 119. Number 9, 893 minus 197. So we start in the ones place. 3 minus 7. Can't do it. 7's too big. Need to borrow. So I borrow one from here, add 10 to the previous place value. We now have 13 minus 7 is 6. 8 minus 9. Well, 9's too big, so I need to borrow again. Add 10 to this place value. 18 minus 9 is 9. 7 minus 1 is 6. So the result is 696. Number 10, 406 minus 163. We're going to start in the ones. 6 minus 3 is 3. 0 minus 6. Can't do it. 6 is too big. Need to borrow from the next place value. So we have 3 here. Add 10 here. 10 minus 6 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. So the result is 243. Number 11, 994 minus 179. Starting in the ones, 4 minus 9. Can't do it. 9 is much bigger. So I need to borrow 1 from here and add 10 to the previous place value. 14 minus 9 is 5. 8 minus 7 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. So the result is 815. Number 12, 5,562 minus 2,472. Start in the ones. 2 minus 2 is 0. 6 minus 7, can't do it. 7 is bigger. So I need to borrow and add 10. 16 minus 7 is 9. 4 minus 4, 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. So the result is 3,090. Number 13, 2,751 minus 1,667. Starting in the ones, we have 1 minus 7. Can't do it. 7 is too big, so we need to borrow. So we borrow 1 from here and add 10 to the previous place value. We now have 11 minus 7. That is 4. 4 minus 6. 6 is too big, so we need to borrow. So we borrow 1 from here and add 10 to this place value. So we now have 14 minus 6 is 8. 6 minus 6 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. The result is 1,084. Number 14, 6,862 minus 4,447. So we'll start in the ones column. 2 minus 7. Can't do it. 7 is too big. Borrow 1 from here. Add 10 there. 12 minus 7 is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. 8 minus 4 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So the result is 2,415. Number 15, 59,428 minus 21,212. So we start in the ones. 8 minus 2 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. 9 minus 1 is 8. 5 minus 2 is 3. So the result is 38,216. Number 16, 44,444 minus 43,655. We'll start in the ones. 4 minus 5. 5 is bigger than 4, so I need to borrow some. So I go to the next place value, borrow 1, add 10 here. 14 minus 5 is 9. 3 minus 5, too much, so I need to borrow. So I borrow 1 from this 4. I have 3 left. Add 10 here. 13 minus 5 is 8. 3 minus 6, can't do it, need to borrow. So I borrow 1 from here, add 10 there. I now have 13 minus 6, that's 7. I have 3 minus 3 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. But those are leading zeros and I don't need them. So the final result is 789. 17. We have 659,319 minus 101,437. Starting in the ones column, 9 minus 7 is 2. 1 minus 3, can't do it. 3 is too big, so I need to borrow. Borrow 1 here, add 10 there. 11 minus 3 is 8. 2 minus 4, can't do it. Need to borrow some. So add 10 there. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 5 minus 0 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. So the result is 557,882. Number 18, we have 922,341 minus 706,593. So we'll start in the ones. We have 1 minus 3. Can't do it because 3 is too large, so we're going to borrow 1 from this place value, add 10 here. 11 minus 3 is now 8. 3 minus 9. 9 is too large, so we borrow and add 10. 13 minus 9 is 4. 2 minus 5. Can't do it, so I need to borrow. Borrow 1 from here, add 10. 12 minus 5 is 7. 1 minus 6. Can't do it, need to borrow. Add 10. 11 minus 6 is 5. 1 minus 0 is 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. So the result is 215,748. Number 19, 294,744 minus 195,280. Starting in the ones, 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 8. 8 is bigger, so I need to borrow some. So I'm borrowing from this 7 and adding 10 here. 14 minus 8 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 5, can't do it. I'm going to borrow and add. So 14 minus 5 is 9. 8 minus 19, 8 minus 9, can't do it, so I need to borrow. So I borrow 1, add 10. 18 minus 9 is 9. 1 minus 1 is 0, but I'm not going to put a 0 there because that would make it a leading 0. So the final result is 99,464. Our last problem, number 20, we have 6,082 minus 4,987,257. So we're going to start in the ones place. We have 2 minus 7. Can't do it, so I need to borrow from here and add 10. So I now have 12 minus 7 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. 0 minus 2, can't do it, so I look to the next place value. Also 0, 0, 0. Okay, now I can finally borrow. So I'm going to borrow from this million. Make that a 5. Make this 10, but I need to borrow 1 for the next one. Make this one 10, but I need to borrow again. Make this 10, but I need to borrow again. Finally, I have 10 here. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 9, 0. And then 5 minus 4 is 1. So the result is 1,012,825.